This program is brought to you by Young's Welding. For truck accessories, gateways, and all your welding needs, be sure to call Young's Welding at 936-544-7432. And the Moosehead Cafe, open Monday through Saturday for breakfast and lunch, and Friday nights for the fried catfish special dinner. Call 936-544-5278.
Time we have Brother Steve Meadows with us this morning, Westside Baptist Church. Would you pray for us this morning?
Heavenly Father, thank you for the day that you've given to us. Father, for watching over us, taking care of us, protecting us. Father, for our community, for our county, and Father, for those that work hard and diligently to take care of the things that we have in need of here. And Father, just bless this court, bless this community. And again, thank you for all that you do. And I pray this in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Pledges. Now, I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Once again, I'd like to welcome everyone this morning. At this time, I would ask if there are anyone that would like to comment on anything that's not on our agenda this morning. If not, we'll move right into our meeting with item 3, which is to consider approval of prior Commissioners' Court meetings. We have 3-6 this morning. Motion made and second to approve these minutes. All in favor, raise your right hand. 8 hands. Motion passes. We got 3 sets of minutes, so excuse us if we sign these. Item 4 is to consider approving budget amendments.
Yes, sir. I'd like to bring your attention to number 44 on the list. And that is a request of necessary shortfall in the jury fund. I need to move 30,000 more and pull that from your contingency.
Your motion?
Jury fund, meaning from or to the jury fund? So, second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, raise your right hand, please. When that passes. Item 5 on our agenda is to consider the payment of bills and expenses.
Move addition. Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, raise your hand. The motion passes. Item 6 on our agenda is to receive information, announcements, and reports from county departments. We have a report from the environmental as well as community service in our packet. Reports.
Move that we will receive this information. Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes. Item 7 is to consider approving salaries for new and/or transfer employees. We have 4 full-time and 2 part-time jailers. And we have that information in the packet. I'll go over it. We've got Callie Kellum, his jailer, for bi-weekly salary of $998.83, pay grade 15, going from part-time to full-time. Okay. Let's get them all. Next, we have Alexis Hathaway at $12.49 per hour, $12.49 per hour, moving from full-time to part-time, landing positions with Caterpillar. And that is all of them. No. I got some more. We have the hiring of Deborah Hillbrandt as a full-time jailer at a pay rate of $998.83 bi-weekly, and she will be replacing William Ryan Martin, who is resigning. We have the hiring of Melinda Page as a full-time jailer at a pay rate of $998.83 bi-weekly. She will be replacing Courtney Benavides. We have the hiring of Thomas Mayo as a part-time jailer at a pay rate of $12.49 per hour until 9/17/17, and then we'll go to full-time pay at a pay rate of $998.83 bi-weekly, and he will be replacing Jackie Cheatham. We have the hiring of Donovan Mahan as part-time jailer at a pay rate of $12.49 per hour, and he will be replacing Jeremiah Smith. Motion made and second for approval on this matter. All in favor? Raise your right hand, thank you, that passes. You will sign. Item 8 is to receive as information an order setting annual salary for fiscal year 2018. A, 8A is for the official court reporter of the county court at law. B is official court reporter of the 3rd Judicial District Court. C is official court reporter of 349th Judicial District Court. D is for the county auditor and assistants. Ms. King, you get all this now.
Need a motion, Judge? Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor? This motion, raise your right hand, please. Thank you, Sean. That passes. On item 9, which is to discuss and consider recommendations from Human Resource Committee. I understand that there's a little bit of tweaking that still needs to be done.
Yes, sir, on
Yes.
A, B, and C, we're still working on the jailer sections, and we know about what we want to do, but we'd rather just move it to the next meeting, if that's okay.
Okay.
The whole thing.
A, B, and C. D is ready.
We take away the issue.
Motion made and second to table this agenda. All in favor? Raise your hand. That passes.
Do you want me to tell you about the deputy clerk? The deputy clerk for the county treasurer's office, we approved, it's a new job description, we approved that new job description, and I think that, I don't have it in front of me, was it a 17? 14. Pay scale of 14, and we looked over everything, and everything's good to go. And the county treasurer suggested the pay scale of 14.
Okay. And this is in this agenda item today.
Yes, sir, it's number D.
Move for approval. Second.
Motion made and second on 9D. All in favor? Raise your hand. Motion passes. Item 10 is to discuss and consider approving Houston County premise use event permit for the 81st Annual World Champion Fiddlers Festival to be held on September 23rd, 2017. And the application is to use the courthouse lawn property. They're going to move the Fiddlers Festival is going to be moved back to the square, where I understand it was many years ago.
Judge, what the deal is, we have a conflict out at the park, which, we don't know whose fault it was, that's either here or there, we just got bumped, you might say. And we looked all over town and lots of things to consider, and just the square is seems like the best we can find, and like I said, it's back to the beginning, if it works out, we might just plan on having it there, ask you to fish out there every year.
Right.
But, as far as right now, it's just kind of turns out, and we hope it works out. We think it's gonna help the downtown area though.
It'll be awful crowded, isn't it?
Sir?
It'll be awful crowded, isn't it?
Well, no, of course, you know, you have a lot of people for Christmas in Crockett, we probably won't draw that many, but we'll come close perhaps, but, I think it'll work out. We're trying to get a tent set up to keep people out of the sunshine, although people sit in the sun at a football game in September, so, so we don't know that fit is.
We have a second. Approve this application.
Second.
We have a motion made and second. Any other discussion? If not, all in favor of this motion, raise your hand. Everyone opposed? Item 11 is to discuss and consider Houston County premises use policy and the Ministerial Alliance sign and assembly. Stephanie, would you speak to us on that, please?
Good morning.
One.
Back in probably June, we received an open records request from the Freedom from Religion Foundation in regard to the county premises use policy and the Ministerial Alliance sign in regard to the prayer on the square on Wednesdays. So I responded to that open records request in June, and in July, they sent a letter of their concerns. And the main concern is that the government is that our county is in violation of the establishment clause, and that with the sign being placed on county property always and indefinitely, with the assembly taking place on county property every Wednesday for always, is the endorsement of religion. It's either promotion or some endorsement of religion by the county, which is a violation of the establishment clause. So with the letter, we did some research, and the assistant county attorney helped. We did research. We also contacted TAC for assistance in research as well, and it appears that they have a valid concern. Because with the county allowing a religious organization or an organization representing religion to indefinitely use county property either for the sign or assembly, it is a valid concern. So I asked for the item to be placed on the agenda so that it could be visited and discussed in regard to setting a termination, a date for that to end. Because we do not want our county to be held liable or some action in regard to us allowing an organization in perpetuity to reserve county property and to display a sign. Because it's a valid concern that it is a promotion or an endorsement of religion.
Thank you, Daphne, for your research. I can't help but, if we give in to this, where do they stop? I mean, do they come in here and tell us, I got a cross in my office? Where does it end?
And that's coming.
There's differences. There's differences in decoration. There's differences in decoration versus the county endorsing speech. There are two different things. We were contacted several years ago about this organization in regard to our Christmas decorations. That was not a valid concern. I know that other counties have been contacted because there are employees that have crosses as decorations. We have not received that letter. I believe that is a big difference in decoration versus the county speech and commenting on speech and endorsing something. So there's a difference in the decoration.
If we give up on that, then the next thing we're gonna have to stop having prayer in courtrooms.
The Supreme Court has said that is okay, just like it's okay at football games and at meetings. I mean, there's,
What about they're violating our?
I mean, I think we need to go further than what we're doing right now to stop it.
Can I say something?
Please do.
I've removed the sign. The sign is not an issue at this point with me. Assembly is. I mean, we're at a point ultimately, we're gonna meet there where we've been meeting, every Wednesday at noon, and we're gonna pray. I mean, if it comes to the point that we have to be arrested because of that, then we have to be arrested because of that. So, the sign's not an issue, but the assembly is an issue.
We can have a fitness contest on the square, but we can't have a prayer on the square. I can't just go on the dogs.
This agenda item is to discuss and consider the policy.
there are some changes that probably need to be made to the policy. I don't have those today. I can work on that. I received a policy from the state capitol and another large city. It's your policy. It's for you to make that decision on it. It's you to make a decision on what you allow to be done on the county property and the county premises, but it's also you that have to answer to that if there's some action taken.
Right.
But yeah, there are some changes that probably need to be made to the policy.
The key word I'm hearing is perpetual, correct?
Yes.
So the definition of perpetual is that it's there 24/7, 365. So that if the sign were put up once a week, once a month, twice a day, it would not be perpetual, is that correct?
No. I mean, I guess we probably differ in the definition of perpetual. Perpetual is there's no ending.
Right. So if if it ends at 12 and begins again at 1 o'clock, then it becomes non-perpetual. And don't get me wrong, I need to be clear on something. Daphne is not the enemy.
Right.
She's our legal counsel.
That's right.
She's just stating the law as it is written, so
That's right.
I'm not arguing with Daphne. I just want to be clear on what we would be considering perpetual. Steve, if you took the sign down today, but you went tomorrow, then it would be a hard time proving that it's perpetual as long as we document it.
Right.
That the sign was removed at this day and put back up at that one. And as you said, the sign is,
Yeah, the sign is
it's a billboard.
Yeah, it's,
Religion is not in the paper or,
Right.
it's in the heart, so.
right,
And those people who are dedicated to being there on Wednesdays are going to be there with or without a sign.
right.
But that's my view of it, if we, but it sounds like we get a new sign anyway, either repair it and
Yeah, you repair it, yeah.
At some point, Christian people have to take a stand. It's not like we're all ready to fight it. Yes,
I'm just curious, why don't we have a continuous thing where y'all vote on it every 6 months or every 90 days?
sure.
And then it wouldn't be.
to approve the premises use, just like we did.
And then it's a starting and an ending. And then it just needs to be renewed every. I don't know,
Definitely.
just a thought.
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
I don't know if that's gonna pass or not without doing some research on that, because it sounds like suggestions to go around perpetuity. If it's there and it's gonna be approved to stay there for indefinitely, so if it ends today, September 12th, but you can put it up again on September 13th until 6 months from now, and then on that day, you vote to put it up the next day, you are still looking at a definition of it's there indefinitely. I mean, you're still looking at, to me, the way I'm considering it, that's what it still looks like.
Yes, sir.
Well, my question is, he already said that the sign is not an issue, but if I wanted to get up there on the west end of the courthouse, start praying, and when 20 people came up there, isn't that legal? So why does the county even need to approve it? Why do you he's already said the sign is not an issue. So why do y'all even want to be in the, don't I have a right to get over there on that public property, and as long as I don't disturb the peace?
I have other ways of advertising, that's a non-issue. There's other ways of advertising, so the sign is a non-issue. I mean, for issue, so, I mean, initially, the sign was, I mean, it was voted on and, you know, we were given permission for that, but at this point, the sign is a non-issue, but the assembly part is an issue. Yeah.
Well, I think at this time, we can just fail to act on this, and the sign's been down, and if we don't take any action, then continue praying.
Definitely says she's gonna bring back some suggestions.
Okay. That'd be great. All right.
We're just gonna table this.
We want to table this?
No action.
No action.
No action.
Okay. Item 12. Is to discuss and consider accepting as donation proceeds of timber cut from right-of-way on County Road 4675 and necessary budget amendments. This is accepting a donation.
Yes, I'd like to move for approval on this. This was some timber that was cut off the right of way from Larry Lloyd. He gave the timber to the county and to remove it so we could widen the road some.
Motion made and second, all in favor? Item 13 is to discuss and consider action on a renewal and acceptance of the routine airport maintenance program, which is the grant from the Texas Department of Transportation Aviation Division for in an amount not to exceed $50,000 with a 50% match. This is a perpetual, ongoing grant that is always in place, and I guess once a year we just renew that.
I'll move for approval. It is, if we don't need it, we don't have to finish it. It's there if we need it.
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor? Motion passes. Item 15 is to discuss and consider adopting the Houston County budget for fiscal year 2018.
14.
Item 14. conduct a public hearing on proposed Houston County budget for fiscal year 2018. This is our third in a series of 3. Actually, it's 4, but we lowered the tax rate, so we had to have 3 more.
This is just on the budget, not the others were on the
No,
tax rate.
Right, right. I got ahead of myself on the agenda items. Anybody have any comment? Entertain a motion? Oh, we're just conducting a hearing here, it's not a... Okay, we'll move to item 15, which is to discuss and consider adopting the Houston County budget for fiscal year 2018.
I'll make such a motion.
Second.
The auditor had some wording that we needed to use, if y'all don't mind.
That's on the tax rate.
Pardon?
It's on the tax rate. The special wording's on the tax rate, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. So we have a motion and a second to, all in favor of this motion, raise your right hand. Motion passes. Discuss and consider action on adopting a revised fiscal year 2018 county tax rate of 54 cents for $100 of evaluation. Maintenance and operations tax of $47.67 and interest and sinking rate of 0.063. Any discussion on that? If not, I move that the property tax increase be ratified with the adoption of a tax rate of 0.5400, which is effectively a 3.87% increase in the tax revenue.
Second.
Motion made and seconded in this matter. All in favor, would you raise your right hand? That motion passes. Um, 18 is to discuss and consider setting salaries for all officers and employees of Houston County for fiscal year 2018.
Judge, you need to second that.
Well, I am.
No, it's just the.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot.
The agenda says
17 is to discuss and ratify. We haven't ratified, right? That was on 16. That was item 16. 17 is to ratify. Discuss, isn't that right?
Yes,
17 is to ratify.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's where we are. I'm jumping ahead. Discuss and ratify the increase of property tax revenue by 3.87% in the fiscal year 2018 budget. No, the one I read was item 16, adopting a tax rate, and this is to ratify it.
That's our legislature.
I think you read them together.
Now, first you have to first say that you are adopting the tax rate. You're aware that it's higher than last year's. Then you have to come back and you have to ratify that, yes, it is higher than last year's and it's this much revenues. So the state legislature makes you say it twice if you're taxing your citizens for any more.
I would make such a motion.
Second.
Motion made and second to ratify. All in favor?
A lot of times we don't get them.
Okay, now we'll go to 18. Discuss and consider setting salaries for all officers and employees of Houston County for fiscal year 2018.
This one out.
I'm moving it off this bill.
Motion made and second. All in favor of this motion, raise your right hand. And that motion passes. We have a motion and second to adjourn. All in favor, stand.
This program is brought to you by Young's Welding. For truck accessories, gateways, and all your welding needs, be sure to call Young's Welding at 936-544-7432. And the Moosehead Cafe, open Monday through Saturday for breakfast and lunch, and Friday nights for the fried catfish special dinner. Call 936-544-5278.